Today we're going to be talking about some very, very big and very exciting news for anyone related to the Counter-Strike communities at all, no matter what it is that you do, whether you're an investor, a collector, a player of the game, a fan of the esports, a professional player, team, whatever. There is some very, very exciting stuff going on. So obviously we know that Counter-Strike is not in the perfect state right now, but I do think there are some things that Valve has been doing a very good job of over like the past year. Obviously we've gotten Counter-Strike 2. We have this new beautiful game that has the opportunities and the possibilities to become something, that Global Offensive really could have never been. The updated graphics, the lighting, so much stuff looks cool. We have a foundation to build so much exciting stuff on. They've dropped a couple really crazy new big updates in CS2. We have the crafting update, the 5x crafts, the moving stuff around. They just added the left-handed mode. Dust 2's back. We're changing up the maps. The major, the Copenhagen major we just had a little bit ago was pretty hype, pretty exciting. But obviously the biggest question and the biggest thing out there that is plaguing Counter-Strike the worst and has been the biggest issue with CS2 so far has been the cheating problem, the massive cheating issues. That has been everyone's, it seemed like, number one complaint, from fans of the game, again, to players at the highest level, to pros, to everything. And in the past couple of days, and even today as we speak right now, it seems like Valve is beginning. This is just the beginning, the first couple steps of addressing this issue in a big way. Before we get into that, I just want to mention real quick, if you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items for cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method that you're looking for, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. I am back cash trading in full swing. You can see there I have a DM because I'm already talking with people right now about getting a bunch of deals done. Obviously, I had to pause stuff for a little bit with all the trading issues that were going on and everything, but now we are back. We are buying, so hit me up and we can get some deals done. And of course, selling to me helps support me, my channel, and my content. With that being said, let's get right into this. So over the past couple of days, April 26th, and then yesterday again, we got some new updates. And in these updates specifically, there wasn't a ton about, VAC or cheating or whatever. There was some talk of the implementation of the new Overwatch system. I believe it's in this update from April 25th. We can scroll through here real quick and see kind of what was going on. But it does seem like they're going to be bringing Overwatch back. I can't remember exactly where this was. We have here added Overwatch system to enable match demo review by trusted partners, which is very exciting. Overwatch is a very cool system. Obviously, you don't want Overwatch to be your only anti-cheat, your only cheating defense system or whatever, but obviously, having the Overwatch system, people are saying, hey, that could really help, some kind of AI learning system develop into a pretty good and hopefully pretty safe and pretty secure anti-cheat system over time. It's going to take time, though. It's not going to happen overnight, especially with the huge cheating problems we have going on right now. But also, I know that Overwatch can be really fun to take part in, and it can make for some really good content too, which is honestly what we need at the end of the day, because people have been complaining that as far as CS2 has gone, there hasn't been a ton of ways to make really great content, because there isn't a ton of new content in the game, period. So it's hard to make videos and shorts and streams and all that stuff, and some of the only things we really have are like case openings and unboxings and stuff like that, because there has been so many cheaters and it's so hard to play the game. And again, they're removing game modes, they're removing maps and blah blah. But I do remember back in the day when I first got into Counter-Strike, some of my favorite videos to watch were Overwatch sessions from guys like War Owl and stuff like that. So maybe even bringing some of that stuff back will bring some a breath of fresh air into the content creating community. But again, here is what we have started to see over the past couple of days. This is on April 27th. Osni tweeted out, there could be a VAC ban wave just starting, or maybe VAC is actually working now. Yes, only 68 VAC bans today so far, but it's the biggest number of daily bans in months, and this data always has some delay, so there will be numbers. They'll probably be bigger at the end of the day. So you can see here, the VAC bans is in red, and it's kind of been flat for most of April, and then all of a sudden, hey, we get this spike up, and it seems like something's happening here. Seems like some people are starting to get banned. Hopefully some cheaters or whatever the heck is going on. We did have Gabe Follower again on that same day tweeting a small wave of VAC bans is coming. It's not a big deal yet, and we have to wait a few days, weeks to see the whole picture. But as of today, the numbers have increased 12 times compared to the last few months. All previous waves were game bans. These stats are only based on 10+ million tracked accounts on Convars. It's still waiting for other sites with bigger databases to confirm this also. Gabe Follower does have some other info and stuff that he's been tweeting out. According to CS2 stats, VAC bans are indeed increasing increasing. They have over 31 million users in their database. You can see here VAC bans increasing towards the end of April. This is no coincidence. This is lining up perfectly with those updates that CS2 and Valve just put out over those past couple of days. And then he has some other stuff going on here. The devs are still working on Overwatch. This explains why no one in the community has gotten access yet. It looks like it's not fully implemented yet. Today's Overwatch ban wave isn't that simple. I'll explain in the next video. And unexpected news appeared today. Cheaters are getting banned on hundreds accounts in a row. It's not Overwatch, it's server-side detection. I have footages of which 9 of 10 players get banned within a few seconds in the same match. I'm currently verifying all info and doing a video. It's not Overwatch ban, and these bans are hidden. It's impossible to track them through the Steam API. So that is also something very, very interesting to look out for, that these bans are not as public, and they're not going to be showing up in those databases and those charts and everything, but it does seem like a bunch of cheaters are starting to get banned. And again, this is stuff that was just happening yesterday and today, headed into the beginning of May. Stuff like this is popping up. This guy said he's received information that a lot of these VAC bans that have been giving out yesterday and today are a result of a detection of a boosting case farming panel and not necessarily any sort of Overwatch or cheating ban wave. But again, these bans that he's talking about are the ones that are detectable, that are getting caught by these tracking websites. And Gabe Fowler was talking about those game bans actually being some undetectable ones. So it is possible that right now cheaters with some cheats in the game of CS2 are getting banned, while also some boosting and case farming people are getting banned as well. And obviously that would be a good thing to see, because some of these people are unfairly farming cases, and that's boosting up the numbers. And if stuff like that stops, then case inventories or case supply is going to go down, which would be better for people who are investing in cases. You know, people like me, people like a lot of you guys who are invested in cases, but right now case numbers are potentially being inflated because people are farming a bunch of these drops and stuff, which is definitely not something that Valve wants. So that's kind of interesting to note as well. I don't know if this guy had any other tweets. Massive ban wave has just hit some of the biggest Counter-Strike cheats on the market, one of which has recently interviewed by Cybershoke. It is speculated this was possibly linked to a feature detection. So again, now this guy is talking about in-game bans, with more people again confirmed to be being banned. Anomaly, this was on April 28th. He said, played CS2 Premiere on stream today, 5 games equals 12 cheaters. VAC is not back. But just keep in mind, again, that was April 28th. It's been 3 days since then. It does seem like there are some more people getting banned, but that does not mean the cheating problem is solved. And like I said, the cheating problem isn't going to be solved in just one update. It's not going to be solved in just a couple of days, but we are at least, it seems like maybe, hopefully, for the first time in CS2, again, this game came out in like October of 2023, so what are we at? We're like 8 months of CS2 now. This is the first time that it really seems like we're making any progress as far as anti-cheat goes. So hopefully for the rest of 2024, this will continue to ramp up with more updates and more things going on. Again, here's another person saying, update VAC ban wave is only for scripted case farming. You can still safely spin in-game. So again, what we saw from this data from these charts and stuff does seem like that is a lot of scripted case farming, which, again, is not as big of an issue as people actually cheating in-game. Again, if I had to pick which of those two I'd rather get rid of, I'd rather get rid of the people cheating in-game, obviously. But again, being an investor, I don't want these artificially inflated case numbers either. So if I do see people are getting banned for scripted case farming, that is a big W for me as well. And I love that both of these seem to be happening at the same time. Thor CS2, he had this to say. He said, I was going through the recently added strings related to Overwatch, and I saw this as part of our Counter-Strike work. Maybe the trusted partners are third-party agents hired to ban cheaters via Overwatch and train VACnet. Could be possible. Again, this is just more potential training of the VACnet, which would be very, very cool to see as that thing gets better and learns. Again, we also had Neok. Apparently, he played some games. He found 23 cheaters in 10 games, which is not great. But again, this info is a little bit old. That was from April 29th. A ton of people are kind of clowning on cheaters right now because there are so many cheaters that have been getting away with stuff throughout the lifespan of CS2 so far. They are now getting banned, and a lot of times these guys have not been afraid to hold a lot of different items in their inventories because they have, I guess, just been so overconfident and overzealous or whatever of not getting banned that people are getting wrecked right now. This guy said, I installed whatever cheat 3 days ago as my first cheating experience. Was going to transfer all my skins today to be safe until I got the notification that I was trade banned. The amount of bad luck compiled together is actually impressive. Quitting this game and probably gaming altogether. I don't know what the heck is bad luck about that. You tried cheating in a game and you got banned. Yes, you lost all your items, but again, these people do deserve that at the end of the day. And also, it seems like there's some more tweets talking about this as well, that you just not your main accounts are getting banned. people are getting banned on their alt accounts. People are getting banned on all accounts associated with them for cheating, which is, again, a good thing to see. And again, another good thing for the markets. This isn't the ideal way you want to see the markets getting helped, but people getting banned with big inventories, that makes items more rare. That is good for the markets in the long run as well, and you're cleaning up the game at the same time. The first CS2 ban wave is starting. All cheaters must burn, says Price Empire, with some videos and clips of people just getting banned in the middle of games for cheating and stuff like that, which is pretty crazy. I do believe Osni had a couple more tweets I want to talk about in here. He says here, VAC ban numbers are going up, passable ban wave and numbers explained. Again, we can see more VAC bans and game bans going on. He has some more stuff up here as well that I just wanted to show real quick. Again, the CS2 VAC ban wave, is it cheaters, case farmers, or both? Again, at least to me and a lot of people in the community's opinion right now, it does seem like both. According to CS2 stats, 97% of the banned players did not play against other banned players. What does this mean? If the bans were mostly on case farmers, everyone on the farming server would have been banned, and this number would be much lower. On top of that, the utility usage and headshot percentages do not look like case farming stats at all. This seems like a strong indication that bans were mostly on actual cheaters, which is a very, very good sign. We got the balloons popping up because I believe it's Osni's birthday today. So shout out to him. He's been doing a ton of awesome work for the community really throughout the past year, at least that I've been following him. And again, people saying, here's another cheating situation. What do you have in your inventory? Snow Leopards, M4A1S, Black Lotus, full white loadout worth around $100 and 150 cases. So yeah, people getting banned, people getting wrecked. This does seem like some good news in a lot of different ways. It will be interesting to also track the player base numbers, because I know people were saying, player base numbers are probably so inflated because there's so many cheaters and case farmers and blah, 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 blah. We'll have to see where the player base numbers go over the next couple weeks. But for now, this seems like a great sign. And again, I'm not saying the cheating problem is solved. If you go in the game right now, you probably still are going to run into cheaters. But this is at least a great sign that we are starting to hopefully make some progress and things that are hopefully pointing in the right direction. The rest of 2024 should be pretty exciting if Valve continues to put out big updates and keeps banning people like this. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you next one. Until then, peace.